So, let's talk about the new Pornographers. When you hear that name, a couple of questions probably pop into your head right away. Like, who exactly are they? And, yeah, what is going on with that name?
Well, you've definitely come to the right place. We're going to unpack the whole story of this incredible Canadian musical collective, from how they got that strange name to their constantly changing lineup and their career that's lasted for decades.
And this is them in their element. On stage, they are an absolute force, a big, sprawling powerhouse of indie rock. But to really get how they got here, we got to go all the way back to the beginning.
Okay, so let's start with the two things that kind of define them right out of the gate. The whole supergroup thing and, you guessed it, that name. First off, what even is a supergroup? Well, it's pretty simple. It's when a bunch of really talented artists who are already successful in other bands or as solo acts all decide to team up. And the new Pornographers are a textbook example, born out of the amazing Vancouver music scene way back in '97, with members who are already big deals on their own.
And now for the name. What I love about this is that it wasn't just to be shocking. It's actually way more clever than that. The main songwriter, Carl Newman, layered a few different ideas together. He loved a Japanese film called The Pornographers. It was a fun little play on the band name, The New Seekers, and it was a nod to a song by his own bandmate, Bejar. It's just so perfectly them, a little quirky, a little nerdy, and totally unique.
So, with that unforgettable name and a stellar lineup, the band put out music that immediately got everyone talking.
And this quote from Pitchfork just nails it, doesn't it? Peppy, gleeful, headstrong guitar pop. This wasn't some moody, serious indie rock. This was bright, it was energetic, it was pure pop fun, and critics absolutely fell in love with it from day one.
And that praise wasn't just a flash in the pan. I mean, look at this. Their first two records, Mass Romantic and Electric Version, didn't just get good reviews when they came out. Years later, they were still landing on these huge, best-of-all-time lists from places like Blender and Rolling Stone. The key thing here is they made a massive impact right from the jump.
But the story of this band isn't just about the amazing music. It's about the people making it. And, well, how that's pretty much always been changing.
This chart is really the key to understanding how this whole thing works. It's not a fixed band. It's more like a revolving door, a musical family that just adapts. You can literally see members coming and going, taking breaks for their own projects, and sometimes coming back. It's been the reality for nearly 3 decades.
And here's a few perfect examples of that whole philosophy in action. You've got the incredible Neko case, whose solo career is huge, which means she can't always be on tour. So what happens? In 2005, Catherine Calder joins, helping fill that massive role on the road. Then you've got the genius Bejar from Destroyer, who kind of pops in and out of the band whenever it feels right. This flexibility is just part of their DNA.
Now you might think with all those moving parts, they'd lose steam. But nope, their popularity just kept growing, and they hit a huge commercial peak in 2014. This number, 13, that was their highest spot ever on the Billboard 200 chart for their album Brill Bruisers. It's just proof of how much their music connects with people.
And that success really brings us into their modern era, a story of incredible longevity and how they've managed to navigate all the challenges that come with such a long, evolving career.
I mean, just look at this timeline. It spans over 2 decades, and they've just been so consistent, putting out album after album. It's the perfect visual to show that through all the lineup changes, the core creative engine of this band just kept on running.
Then, in 2024, the band faced a truly awful and unexpected challenge. Their drummer at the time, Joe Seiders, was arrested on child pornography charges. The band's response was immediate and decisive. They fired him. And in the face of something that could have destroyed them, the band showed its resilience yet again. They didn't just say they would continue. They took action. They completely scrapped the drum parts he had already recorded for their next album and brought in a new drummer to re-record everything from scratch.
And this right here is the ultimate proof of their endurance. They are so far from being derailed that they're already moving ahead with what's next. Their 10th album is already on the way, a powerful statement from a band that simply will not stop.
So it all leaves you with this one big question, right? For a band like the new Pornographers, after almost 30 years of changes and evolution, what really defines them? Is it the specific people in the room at any given time, or is it something else, a spirit, a sound, and just the sheer will to keep creating music no matter what happens? It's definitely something to think about.